Bhushan speaking.
करिए कि सांसद जी कैसे हैं?
कार्यकर्ताओं पर क्या सुविधा देखिए यहाँ कितनी बात करिए सर। नहीं जबरदस्ती लोग ले रहे हैं फिर लगा दिए लोग ये।
We're trying to really track this man, Brij Bhushan, who remains defiant, says, I'm willing to commit suicide if these allegations of sexual harassment are proven to be true. And you have the Phogat sisters' father, Mahavir, who says, get ready.
रुकने की व्यवस्था आयोजक करता है और एक एक देश की टीम को एक एक जगह रुकाता है। ये हमारी व्यवस्था नहीं है। और जिस खिलाड़ी ने आरोप लगाया है कि दरवाजा खुला रहता था, वो खिलाड़ी उस टूर्नामेंट में नहीं थी।
और वो ट्रेनिंग सेंटर बदल रहे लखनऊ से।
ट्रेनिंग सेंटर को बदलने की बात
कह रहे हैं कि माननीय
अब आप सब पूछ लेंगी, सब पूछ लेंगी।
अरे सर बता दीजिए, बाद में भी है।
नहीं भाई, अब मैंने बोल दिया है, जो बोलना था बोल दिया है। अब मेरे लिए कुछ रहने दीजिए।
तो जो बैठक अयोध्या में होनी थी वो होगी? ऐसी
होगी, परसों होगी
22 को।
सर ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर आपने इस्तीफा नहीं दिया तो आपसे कराया जाएगा जबरदस्ती।
तो भूचाल आ जाएगा, ऐसा क्या वो मुंह खोलने वाली है?
अब हो सकता है हम खोल दें तो सुनामी आ जाए। हम खोल दें तो सुनामी आ जाए।
सर अगर वो कह रहे
भाई देखिए, मैंने आपसे आपके एक
सवाल सर कि वो कह रहे हैं कि अगर आप इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे तो जबरदस्ती कराया
वो
जाएगा।
सब शाम को देंगे। मैं जो है किसी की दया पर नहीं यहाँ पर बैठा हूँ। मैं चुना हुआ अध्यक्ष हूँ जनता के द्वारा। चलो
उनके वो जवाब शाम को देंगे। हालांकि जिस तरीके से जो एक महिला खिलाड़ी ने जो आरोप लगाया था रूम वाला, होटल वाला, उसको लेकर।
Well, that's Brij Bhushan. In fact, he's really not divulging much. He was supposed to hold a press conference now, anytime at 12 p.m., but none of that has happened. Now, for unknown reasons, he's pushed it to 4 p.m. That's the information that we have as of now, that Brij Bhushan will be addressing a press conference. He will be explaining all the questions that people have. That's what he says. I will try and justify all the allegations leveled against me, but no word of a resignation, not even on moral grounds. Ideally, considering that he is, first of all, he is not an apolitical man. He's an MP of the BJP from Uttar Pradesh. He has political backing. Whether or not the BJP is supporting him is a different question at this point. The man remains defiant, says he will not step down, even as the sports ministry asked for his resignation in 24 hours. He says, I will not step down because these allegations are false. He remains defiant while the sports ministry insists for an explanation and a resignation. Now that apart, considering that there are allegations that are leveled against him that are so serious, ideally anyone in his sane mind would step down until he gets a clean sheet, until an investigation ends and he gets a clean sheet. But this man, you see, Brij Bhushan, insists on staying as the president of the Wrestling Federation of India, says these allegations are false and I will prove them wrong. I will expose the conspiracy that's behind pushing me to step down, or that's behind trying to ruin my career. This is Brij Bhushan, who remains defiant even as we see a bunch of reactions that he's given right from the morning, not touching upon the fact that he's been asked to resign by the sports ministry. Amit Bharadwaj, in fact, is right in front of the sports ministry, or rather the sports minister, Anurag Thakur's house. Amit, the meeting with Anurag Thakur just yesterday, last night, went on to the wee hours. In fact, India Today had our reporters on ground. We were tracking every development, but there was some hope that Anurag Thakur would step out and address the media, maybe give some clarification on how the meeting went. Was there anything satisfactory out of it? No word said. The wrestlers are still protesting on day 3. What was the real outcome? What was discussed and what really eventually happened post the meeting?
Well, Amila, there is another big breaking in the entire development, the controversy which has been snowballing for the past 3 days. Yesterday, remember, PT Usha, the chief of the Indian Olympic Association, had very clearly and categorically written a statement that, requesting the wrestlers who have faced the exploitation to come forward and lodge a formal complaint with the IOA. The Indian Olympic Association had categorically said that they are behind the wrestlers. They want well-being of the wrestlers, and today the big development is happening now. Official complaint has been filed by the wrestlers, protesting wrestlers, and 5 top wrestlers, Olympians have signed this particular complaint, which has been filed with the IOA, PT Usha as well. Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik and Vinesh Fogart being amongst, and Ravi Dahiya being amongst the signatories of this official complaint which has been filed with PT Usha, and 4 major demands have been made out in this particular complaint, including the fact that Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh needs to be sacked. More details coming up on that particular development. But as you mentioned, that what happened in the meeting last evening, the meeting went on for nearly 4.5 hours. Wrestlers were here: Sakshi Malik, Vinesh Fogart, Bajrang Punia. All these wrestlers had went in along with young budding wrestlers as well in the car. And in the meeting, they actually flagged out all the concerns that they have. The biggest concern was the sexual harassment charges against the sitting WFI president, and they had very clearly said, categorically said, that we want Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh to step down. He needs to be removed from his post. Along with that, the second demand that was made out was that the entire federation needs to be dissolved immediately, and not only the Wrestling Federation of India, along with the state, state federation needs to be dissolved as well, because the wrestlers, protesting wrestlers, believe that even if Mr. Brij Bhushan is removed from his post, his loyalists will continue to rule the roost in the federation, which would mean adverse situation for the protesting wrestlers. Along with that, the debate of resources was also raised by these protesting wrestlers with Anurag Thakur and this